All right, so I am Aditya, and this is Doug. We are the founders of Coursify. Coursify is a modern product training platform built for AI-first world. And we've both been founders of SaaS companies before. And one of the challenges that we always found was training customers was a big pain point. We have created tons of videos to train customers, and it always used to take a lot of time and effort and extremely manual. And as founders, we know the benefits of having awesome training material so that you have an incredible community of trained users. But product training as such, in spite of all the benefits, I mean, you can see 72% higher retention rate. And this is something that came from a stats from Tableau that one of the persons that we spoke to over the weekend. And our personal experience, people who are trained are way more engaged with the product. They give very actionable feedback to the product teams. They are great internal champions. They promote the product internally. And obviously, net result, you have much higher net dollar retention. And that's obviously super important for SaaS. But what's the traditional methods? Recording videos, creating content, extremely time consuming, very expensive. Most companies don't bother. And like brave soldiers like us, we actually recorded Loom videos and things like that. And this is again one stat, like 80 hours to produce 1 hour of content. Another benchmark, 30K per instructional video. Obviously, many companies don't see an ROI in creating this kind of content at scale. So introducing Coursify, we auto-generate courseware, obviously using generative AI. Essentially it crawls through all your website knowledge base, creates a high-level course outline, which goes through a manual, somebody like an instructional designer who will, human in the loop, who will actually approve that. And then subsequently, it will generate videos by, again, crawling through your app, going through kind of a semantic understanding of your website, and actually creating videos. We'll use, again, AI to add voice to it. And the good part, once you have this recipe ready, every time a product changes, your video kind of gets generated automatically. You have a product that is used internationally. You have a video that's available in multiple languages. So clearly, there's a lot of benefit here. And how we do that, I'm going to ask Doug to do that.
Great. So automatic courseware is only possible now with the latest LLMs, with these new browser agents like Adept and others, the new synthetic voice technology, image generation, and some great ways to manage the context window of these LLMs. And so, for example, Linear is an awesome Jira alternative. If anyone uses it, I have for a long time. But one thing we noticed is they don't actually have any course material on their website. And so there's a gap here when larger enterprises start to adapt a Linear. So Coursify, and this is all created through our agent, navigated through Linear's website and created a full module outline of Linear, and all this checks the boxes of the features I've used in Linear, and is truly generated automatically. And then we also clicked on one of those first modules and gave it the prompt to generate something for the first module. And as you see here, it's actually navigating through the Linear UI and generating these videos. And this is one of hundreds of videos that would be created and updated as Linear updates their tech. We also ran this agent on Aditya's previous company, Edulastic, and this is our agent running through Edulastic and recording videos as well. And so you can think as pull requests happen, this content will get updated automatically, and of course in multiple languages, and the supporting text and video and audio would be generated as well. So our team has a lot of experience in SaaS. Aditya started a company, Edulastic, which was a LMS for the education market, and I've started a SaaS company as well, where I was recording Loom videos every day as our integrations and parts of the product changed. So our focus for now is product-led growth, and so helping SaaS companies train their customers in these products. We'll start with a free model that goes from, say, like one course video that we auto-generate and maintain, and then there's an upgrade path through additional usage and viewing of these videos. Overall, the corporate education market is huge, and it started a lot with in-person classroom trainings at companies. I've been at Amazon, and there's a huge multi-week process for spending time in person. That's still really popular, but in the 2010s, there's these new knowledge management systems and online courses that have started to emerge. And then now there's an opportunity for AI-first content creation, and so just reducing the cost of creating all this content and making it more enjoyable or embedded into the product over time. And so thank you so much, and happy to answer any questions.
All right, any questions in the room for the team, or online as well? Anything in the chat? Yeah, just any questions in the room? If not, okay, yeah.
I guess so. Who would your customer be? Would it be the company that's using the enterprise software, or would it be the company that's providing the enterprise software?
Yeah, based on our conversation so far, it would be the company that's providing the enterprise software, and so this would be, say, Linear or Jira or another, say, like mid-market SaaS company.
One thing to keep in mind is that if your content that you're creating is entirely autonomously generated, the current position, and I'm an attorney, that's why I ask these kinds of questions. The current position of the Copyright Office and the federal courts is that there is no copyright in content that is wholly autonomously generated. So if your business model relies on using generative AI to create monetizable content, that is a potential monkey wrench that you kind of need to keep in mind. Now, there might be ways around that in terms of if you're adding a significant human touch to it, then okay, you might be able to get around that. But that's something that you need to consider, because that is the current state of the law. That if content does not have a human author, there is no copyright in that content.
Thanks so much.
And you're, first of all, great feedback. Almost in the entire process will involve human in the loop, and it will go through a draft publish mechanism with somebody manually approving the content.
Yeah, one question online. So what are the metrics for the AI generated content?
So I think based on our benchmark, it has, we expect it to save anywhere from 60 to 70% of the effort involved in creating a courseware. We are certainly being very conservative. There will be human in the loop for approval process. And the course outline, for instance, will go through first level of approval. You can add or remove or edit whatever is the outline and the learning objectives, and then it will go through the next layer, and the entire course will get published only when only after thorough review of that. So yeah, we still expect 60 to 70% of time saving overall.